Hello everyone, Malphite here, and today I want to talk about the state of the LEC and the rosters, the new rosters we have after the off-season. Make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1000 subscribers as soon as possible. And I'm going back to the video. And so I have not been able to post for like a day or two on my channel, and so much stuff happened. So we got Upset and Mickey confirmed. That's a video I couldn't make. We got Lot and Closer announced for Giant X. They end up cooking so much. Look at this roster. Look at the Fnatic roster. What else happened? There was a different change. Yeah, Rahel in SK Gaming confirmed. That's what I've been saying is going to happen. And Loopy. I originally thought Loopy is gonna be playing for Shopify Rebellion, but he ended up going to SK Gaming. Which is very interesting because people are saying, when I made a video about Loopy potentially going to Shopify, people are saying, why would Shopify like get like an import that's so washed? And then you look at SK and they are getting Loopy. So that's pretty funny. Yeah, I don't know about his power level, but they used to play with Rahel in Academy. Also, they used to play in Damwon Academy, I think Damwon Challengers, and they also had Thanatos from the LEC, the LCS now, but previously from LCK, in the top lane. So SK Gaming is complete, and I think all the rosters except for Rogue, we still have no clue about the Rogue, are completed. So I'll just give my thoughts, because if I had more time, I would make a special video for Upset, for Mickey, for Loopy, for Rahel, for Lot, for Closer. But here I'm just going to look at these rosters that we have completed and just share my thoughts on all of them. Or maybe I'll just share my thought. Actually, yeah, I'll just share my thought on the roster that we got completed. So Fnatic, Giant X, and SK Gaming. And then I'll make another video where I'll talk about the whole state of the LEC. So first, I think Fnatic ended up skill level wise of the players. I think it's a side grade. I think many people are thrashing on Upset. Many people are happy. I'm more of the more on the side of the people who are happy. I think Upset is really, really good, but he needs a good team around him and a good support. He was on KC with Targamas, and I don't think that's like a best matchup for Upset. And so I think with Mickey, it's gonna be completely different. And also, even though people complain about Humanoid, people complain about Oscar and so on, I think this is a very, very solid roster. They have one of the best junglers in the league. They still have one of the best mid lanes, even though the world performance wasn't very good. They have a solid top lane. Oscar is not like top, but he is solid. And they have a pretty good bot lane. So even though Noah and June were the better part of their team, so getting Upset and Mickey is kind of like a side grade. But I think something needed to change for the team, and I think Mickey was more experienced. He's more like knowledgeable about the whole game, about macro plays, about wards, timing summoners, having like pocket picks and so on. And Upset, I think, deserves a chance to prove that he is a really, really good player still. And I think this is the best chance. And if he ends up doing bad, then I don't think there's any argument for Upset anymore, right? But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Fnatic is still going to be very, very strong. Let's move on to SK Gaming now, because I want to save Giant X for the later. So Giant X, Isma, Reeker, Rahel, and Loopy. So I kind of knew that Rahel is going to be kept, because the replacements you could have gotten are not very a lot better. I think Rahel is kind of just a similar level player than like Noah. I think all the AD carries actually in LEC are like pretty leveled, similar level. So I think Rahel, Ice, Noah, like all these Korean imports, some player is better at something, but then he's worse at something than the other guy, and so on. And so there's not really a reason to change your player if you have him under contract or if you already have him in your team. Now getting Loopy over Luon, I think this is kind of like a side grade with a potential to be upgrade, because Rahel and Lupi already played together before, so they are probably more of a friends and they want to play together more. So maybe Rahel requested Lupi since maybe there was an open position for support. Maybe they discussed with the team, and I think AD carry should have the biggest say in who they want to play with because it's their partner. So I think this is most likely how it went down. That's why you would get player all the way from LLA. Is Lupi better than Mickey, Labro, June, Parus, Hilisang, Alvaro? Probably not. We're going to see. Maybe he's going to surprise us. But I think if it's for the synergy, it's probably an upgrade in the bot lane. But I think the solo lanes got kind of downgraded a bit. But SK is still a solid team. I think we have to wait and see how they will perform. So overall, I think that's actually not bad. Like they did not upgrade, but they also did not end up like crazy weak. I think they can still compete with this roster. And now finally Giant X is the team that I'm most happy about, and I'm probably gonna become a little bit of a fan of, because when we still did not have all the rosters, I'm not counting Rogue, confirmed, we thought that Giant X is going to end up something like the Heretics or Vitality or SK maybe. Basically a not very strong team. But then they managed to snatch the bot lane from Fnatic. Then they added Lot, who is very, very promising top laner, and then they managed to get Closer, who's the second best player they could have gotten if they cannot get Yankos, who was out of their budget. But look at that team. That's like so Noah June, one of the best bot lanes in the league. I really like the pairings now, actually. That's something that I'm going to also mention in this video, but probably also in the next ones. But I think that teams should be also built on not only on how good players are, but also who wants to play with who. Because I think if you play with someone you like or you can communicate better with, then I think it all works out better. And I think that's something to really consider this year, because we have Noah June. They already played on Fnatic, so there is some synergy there, and they probably want to play together again. We have Kalis Targamas, who wanted to play together for years, or not years, like the whole year basically, but Kalis couldn't join. We have Rahel and Lupi, who were together in the SK Academy. Not SK Academy, the Damwon Academy, and so they go way back, right? Upset wanted to play with Mickey, and vice versa. Supa and Alvaro are both Spanish, they come from the same team, and Karzi and Hiliseng are already playing together for a couple of years. So there's a lot of synergy between our bot lanes in the LEC. And I'm really, really happy about this, because it seems that the GMs are finally starting to put more thought, or maybe they are communicating more with the players when building these rosters. And it's not just like, let's get the best AD carry separately from support. It's also thinking of them as a package and thinking about getting the best duo. Because I think sometimes, let's say, getting a player who's like, S tier in AD carry, and then getting like a D tier support or whatever, there's like no synergy, is probably worse than getting like both A tier players and so on. So I think if you can find two players with synergy, it's already so much more valuable. But I'm already rambling again, and I need to save this for the more evaluation. But these are the new teams finally completed. I don't know what's going to happen with Rogue, but let me know what you think about these changes. Write whatever you want into the comments. Make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.